Sarrah apparently is going to teach me how to become a sex stallion and blow away my partner. Tell us how we can be stallions, please. This I want to hear.
Sex stallions. Yeah, that's my specialty for sure. I teach tantric sex practices. So I help guys learn how to have multiple orgasms, to be able to have orgasm without ejaculating. They can have full body orgasms, orgasm, as many times as they want for as long as they want before ejaculating. So it's just a little bit different way of having sex than just the typical, like, I'm going to climax, ejaculate, and then be done with it.
So Tantric gives you this whole buffet of different ways to enjoy the sexual experience, could I say?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, instead of only being able to have an orgasm in one way, you learn how to have orgasms in, like, tons of different ways. So, like, maybe rushes of energy throughout your body, or orgasms that feel like they're the peak climax, but then there's not a crash. Like, it can go, the energy can go back down and then up and, like, cycle through your body, like having orgasms in different areas of your body. So, like, if you're wanting to work on like maybe more heart opening or more empowering of your throat, your brain, like orgasming in those different parts of your body.
Can you have like a foot orgasm? Like I want my foot to
you can definitely feel orgasm in your feet too, yes.
All right, Frank, I don't know. You're a stallion already, but what do you have?
Well, so I've never really engaged in tantric sex. I first learned about it, Sarah, watching a film, a terrific film, which is quite underrated, about 22 years ago, called Go. And that was the first time I'd ever been exposed to the concept of Tantra. But then I see Sting, the singer, he talks about tantric sex whenever he goes on any of these talk shows. And I'm curious, do you have to pick one or the other, or can you go back and forth between, let's talk just for gentlemen, can you go back and forth between the tantric style of sex and the more conventional style?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can definitely do both. And women can too. Like, maybe you just want to, like, it's okay to say the F word on here?
No.
Okay, I won't then.
So
make whoopee. You could say make whoopee.
All right, in our last minute and a half here, let me ask you this: if I could figure out a way to learn this tantric method, which allows me these multiple orgasms and different styles and different amounts and all this other stuff, why in the world would I go back to the original, Frankie?
Well, you're right. Like, and most guys don't want to. Most women don't want to. So the orgasms are so much better, so much bigger, so much more intense. They feel so much better that you probably don't want to go back to it.
Well, I'll point out the occasional desire to just want to go to sleep. But Sarah, let me ask, obviously we're not going to be able to get into detail right now, but where do people go to learn more about this if they're interested in exploring this aspect of their sexuality?
Tantricactivation.com is my website, and Tantric Activation on Instagram is a fun place also.
Okay. All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much, Sarrah. We appreciate these tips. Hopefully it helps some people out there. Who knows? We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back with Joy Villa, famed singer, big political activist, and now most recently in love. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to talk, I guess, when we come back, Frankie and I will be talking to Joy Villa and hearing how her quarantine is going. She's been on the show a few times before, and Joy joins us again today. Thank goodness. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Biz TV, and we're going to take a quick break, come back at you right after this.